my ultra wide angle converter just came. So I attached to my 16mm f2.8 and start walking with it and see how it works. First, I'm going to try to walk around without turning on the in-camera stabilization, the active stabilization. Then I'm going to also try to turn on the in-camera active stabilization to see how different it is. I'm holding the camera about an arm length and try to walk as normal as I possibly can. Hopefully it is not too shaky, but the hard thing about walking, vlogging, exercising, being on a field trip is that you can't be in the same place and talking. You have to constantly be moving, going forward, and try to filming yourself and try to get smooth footage isn't easy. At the same time, you're going from bright area to dark area like this, and it isn't easy either. During the hard rain that we recently have, this creek was overflowed with water, and it came all the way up here to the bottom of my fence, and it almost go up to my house. This whole area was flooded. I mean, this bike path was actually inaccessible during that time. But during a normal time and there's no rain, this is what the creek looks like. It's pretty calm and non-threatening. I'm going to turn on the stabilization and see what happens. Now the in-camera stabilization is turned on, and supposedly when it is on, when you walk around, the footage should be smoother, right? It should help with the shakiness of the camera. But I don't know if that always works or not. See, when it is like this, with the stabilization turned on, then the angle of view is back to 16mm again, right? Now I'm gonna take off the converter and record to see if it's the same as when you have the stabilization on with the converter attached. Okay, this is just a 16mm f2.8. No converter attached. Stabilization in camera is turned off. And I'm trying to walk normally as I would. Hopefully the footage is usable. Now, without the converter attached and just the 16mm, but this time is with the in-camera active stabilization turned on. And this is really tight. I try to extend my arm as far as I can, but as you can see, the only thing that you see is my head, and you can hardly see anything else. So let's compare this to attaching the converter. Okay, this is 16mm with a converter with active stabilization in camera turn on. Okay? And if the footage is really smooth, then probably this will be the best way to vlog, even though it's still kind of tight. But if it helps with the smoothness of the footage, I'd rather have smooth footage than a lot of things showing, because mainly when you are talking to the camera like this, you're sharing something, right? And when I get home, I'm going to try to look at these footage and hopefully something good come out of this investment, right? I got the 16 f2.8 used from Amazon for $93, and I also got the converter used for $92 or $93 too. So I pay roughly $200 for this setup. Instead of buying a $400 wide angle lens for this setup. I like this because it's not too heavy. You know, other people recommend Sigma 16 f 1.4 for vlogging. However, I had that lens for a while when I first bought my Sony 6600, and to me that lens is a little bit too heavy, so I sold it. I hope this is my final setup for my daily walking, my daily vlogging, and my travel vlogging. Okay, so this is 16mm f2.8 plus the ultra wide converter plus active stabilization in camera turn on. Again, this is 16mm f2.8 plus the ultra wide angle converter with the camera active stabilization turn off. So which is better? I mean, I think as far as look, I rather want to have this look. Uh, it's not so tight. However, if the footage is too shaky and is unusable, then I think it's worth turning the active stabilization on, and so that you have more of a usable footage.